Hello everyone, and welcome to our new episode of Surfing the Elliott Waves, where I'll look at some of the most interesting structures for this week. This video has been brought to you by Orbex. I will look at the Euro, Cable, Aussie, DAX and Gold. Now, firstly, on Euro Dollar, as you know, we've been observing two wave counts here for a while and been looking for this reversal, this rally back close to this January highs over the last few weeks. But so far, I really love this second interpretation where broken trend line actually suggests that we could continue much higher into wave 5. I would really love to see this new high of the year here for the euro dollar. And looking at the 4-hour chart here, as you know, I've been looking for potential flat correction here for wave B or wave, maybe even wave 2 here. And the idea is that we may see this wave C moving to the downside with 5 subwaves. Why? Because this recovery was very slow and quite overlapping. So maybe that was a wave B as part of a flat correction, and I really love this 1.1990 support. It was very nice support already back here in February. Then finally we have seen a strong breakdown in March, then retested as a resistance, and then again turned back to the bullish side in April, where the same level has been retested as a support. So as long as we are above that level, I think that this flat correction could really be a nice potential setup for more upside here, especially if we are going to see 5 subwaves down here for a wave C. Okay, so overall, I just think that maybe there will be a little bit of more tricky price action trapped in consolidations here on euro dollar, maybe even some other major dollar currency pairs before we may see again very strong push to the upside on majors or to the downside on dollar index. So if we also go and check cable here, as you know, I've been bullish on cable and was looking higher as long we were trading here above this trend line support, where actually market completed this triangle in a wave 4. So I think that this can be now a chance to see more upside into wave 5 of 3 or maybe of C. There's also increasing housing prices in the UK, so Bank of England is definitely watching this very closely, and if needed they will of course make some new policy decisions, and meaning that if they will be closer to tapering, this could be positive for pound. Now looking at the 4-hour chart, what I'm referring to is maybe more upside here into wave 5, but after this pullback into wave 2 that is now in progress. If we are correct, then of course 1.409 towards 1.4 psychological level, this is the area where we should see a reversal from. So if we rally with 5 waves away from that area and let's say back close to 1.42, then I think there will be a greater chance that market is ready to resume towards much higher prices. And now let's take a look also on Aussie. Now Aussie dollar here, looking at the weekly charts, nothing new. I mean, we are still tracking bullish seconds here that will be expected to resume after a completed consolidation. But I'm afraid that this consolidation will not be over just yet. I mean, Melbourne, as you know, is in a new lockdown because of COVID cases. So this could definitely limit the upside. There's still no evidence of any tapering from Bank of Australia. So I think that this wave 4 has more room and time to unfold. And looking at the 4-hour chart, I'm tracking potential triangles at A, B, C, D, E. So waves D and E are still missing, and we could easily consolidate even through the first part of June, or let's say for the next 2, maybe even 3 weeks. If suddenly we see a very sharp break to the downside, let's say below 0.76, then the next support would be around 7,450 or 60 as potential more complex wave 4, maybe even as a flat correction if we consider that the first 2 legs, wave A and wave B, unfolded in 3 waves. So it can be a triangle, maybe even flat, maybe even in some cases like a WXY correction. But it's really important just to consider that the big trend is still here in the cards, that sooner or later we are probably going to retest these 2018 highs, and that this current consolidation is just a pause on the way up. Now also let's take a look on German DAX. Now German DAX here is also in a bullish sequence, but I'm afraid that we could face some corrections again during the summer. Why? Because if we look closely here on the daily time frame, you can easily count 5 subwaves. Okay, 5 subwaves within current extended wave 3 that I'm tracking up from start of February. So this current cycle can come to an end, meaning that you will again face a new corrective setback, something similar like we have seen through April, through February, maybe even at the start of January. Okay, and the reason why I think that there is a possibility to see limited upside here is because of this wedge pattern. Notice that prices are rising, we see higher highs, we see higher swing lows, but we have an overlapping shape. Also, we are seeing this potential ending diagonal, which normally occurs at the end of the trends. Okay, so they are powerful patterns because they cause a very strong reversal in price. So keep in mind that this can be, if we are correct, of course, this could be a very sharp reversal in upcoming weeks, but as always, confirmation will come if we see a 5-wave drop from that projection, the projected resistance area, and let's say that we go back towards 15,300 in 5 waves, then of course we would definitely be ready to look for much lower prices into this wave for consolidation. And as you know, 4th wave can retrace even to the area back to the of a former wave 4, which is here around early May levels. Also, let's not forget to mention that we have quite strong divergence here on the RSI as well. And now finally, let's take a look on gold. Now gold is in bullish phase, and I think that this bullish trend is now finally ready to resume. I mean, this market or metals or in general were in consolidation since last August, and this is probably the only market that looks very attractive because it's consolidating and it's not extended to the upside. I mean, stocks are at the highs, you have a lot of commodities trading very strong, so there are not a lot of places where actually you could find some interesting opportunities, but gold here is lagging compared to other assets. So in my opinion, this could be quite a nice potential reversal here, looking for higher prices into wave 5. Also, let's keep in mind that this was an overlapping decline here from August levels of last year that actually stopped at this lower trendline support and also at this corrective channel trendline as well. So we have a lot of evidences why we could see more upside. There's a broken trend line, and also if you look closely at the current recovery, you can actually see quite nice and strong move to the upside, which is acting like an impulse. So looking at the 4-hour chart here, this is the structure that I'm talking about. I mean, this could easily be an impulse in progress, so I'm expecting more upside after this irregular formation now in a wave 4. Very nice support is at 1880, followed by 1870, and then even 1850 level, which is also where you also see this trend line, rising trend line connected from March levels. Also, not only gold, you have also silver making a very nice pullback now with an uptrend. So I think that both can be quite interesting after these corrections, but more about silver maybe in one of the next videos. Traders, thank you very much for your attention and have a good day. Bye.